Hey guys! Today, we're going to talk about LARP. What is LARP? LARP stands for Live Action Roleplay. It is basically Dungeons and Dragons, but in real life. People make stories, they make plots, and then you have to have players. So players create their own characters, and each game has a rule book that basically explains how the game is played. You level up along the way, and when you level up you can do more and more things, and there are challenges presented to you, and you get to overcome obstacles, and yeah, it's really cool. I'm getting ready to go to my second game. I play a game called Mythic Adventures LARP. It's in Central Florida. It is a medieval fantasy game. And it's kind of like, it's like loosely based around Lord of the Rings and Warhammer and like that kind of fantasy genre. So when you pick a race, you pick whether you want to be like a human or an elf or a shireling, which is basically a hobbit. Basically you pick what kind of person you want to be, and then you pick what you want to do. So my character that I'm currently working on, she is a shireling sorcerer. So she gets to deal in magic, and there are a couple different types of people that do magic. There's like sorcerers and magi, and I think there's a couple other ones. If you don't want to do magic, you can be a fighter, you can be a paladin, which is like a law enforcer. You can basically pick whatever you want to be, and it's really cool. And all these people create this amazing environment, and you play, and it's like make-believe. It's make-believe for grown-ups. So my first game that I went and I monstered the whole weekend. Now when you go and play a game, you have to do some kind of like monstering shift. So it's either you go and you do a shift for a couple hours where you be a monster and you get to go like cause problems in the town, and you are the things that they are fighting. So I was a green orc the first night I played, and the second night I was a green orc shaman, so I got to do some magic. I also learned I don't like combat. I have some stressful things that have happened to me in my life and my past, and I didn't realize they were going to carry over to game, and I had an emotional breakdown the second night. I was uncomfortable the first night, but I just chalked it up to like, oh, I'm new and I don't really know what's going on and how to play, so like, of course I'm uncomfortable, I don't know what I'm doing, which like, that was true, I didn't know what I was doing, and it was worse the second night, and I realized I don't like fighting. Basically, to break it down, I've been bit multiple times by dogs, by my dog that I used to have. It took me a while to even put that together, that might be the reason why I'm not okay, because I have PTSD from it. I've had it triggered from dogs that are just playing. Like, they'll get super rough when they play, and it'll trigger, and I won't be okay, and I have to step outside, and or step away from the situation, and I have to calm myself down, and it's not good. And I had no idea that what I thought was only triggered by dogs would also be triggered by things coming at me, because yeah. After much help from some of the people who play the game and are wonderful and help you build your characters and stuff, who I've been talking to like since last month, and being like, hey, how do I build my character? Like, what do I do? How does this work? Blah, blah, blah. It finally, me talking about it and trying to figure out like, okay, why did monstering affect me so much? It finally clicked, and I went, oh, this makes sense. That could totally be the reason why. And it's okay. And the wonderful thing about LARPing, or at least most LARP communities, is that it's a community. We take care of each other. And the community for Mythic Adventures LARP has been incredible. they helped me figure out, like, okay, so monstering's not good for you. That's okay. What can you do to contribute to the game instead of a monster shift? So this game that I'm going to this upcoming weekend, I'm gonna put my degree to good use, and I have been working on coming up with makeup designs with some of the people who help run the game for our Fae event, and the Fae are the fairies. So we have all these different like races of fairies. So we have like pixies and brownies, and brownies are like they're kind of like pixies and gnomes mixed together, kind of ish. They're cute. They're real cute. And there's nixies, which are like water creatures, and dryads, which are like tree creatures, and like, so they're all like these fairy type creatures, but they're all very different fairy type creatures. So we've been working on coming up with makeup designs for that, and then when it comes to game, I will have like a shift where I actually go and help apply these makeups to these people who are going to be playing these characters, and they will help push the plot along in the story. So on top of working on the makeup designs for this, I've also been working on building Piper, who is my Shireling. And I want to show you all the fun things that I've been putting together for her. So I have laid out on our bed a bunch of my costume pieces. Now, a LARP event is usually all weekend, so it starts Friday night, all day Saturday, and it usually ends sometime Sunday afternoon. And we clean everything up and break everything down, and yeah, so being a Shireling, think Hobbits, think Lord of the Rings. This I got at a Renfest. It's a teacup and it goes on your belt, and I'm super excited about it. I've been busy sewing, so I have some of my skirts here. I have one of my skirts in the wash because I decided to wear it to Magic Kingdom to go see Zach dance the other day. It was his dad's birthday and he wanted to go see Parade. I have 3 shirts, so I can wear all 3 days of the weekend. I have 2 pairs of bloomers. I have my apron that I made. I have a cape. And then I have, this is a bodice that I made way back, way back in early years of college. I want to say maybe my freshman year. A vest I made, also probably like freshman year of college. A vest I have from like a suit outfit. And then that's my favorite vest ever that I own, and I love it. And then my wig, which should be on a styrofoam head, but it's not. It's actually a pretty great helmet, so it'll hold up. And then over here, I'm starting to put my stuff together. I have my shoes, my slippers, and yes, I made my feet covers. They have real hair on them, which is actually from one of my old ponytails that I cut off. When you build wigs, you save everything. I have my latex ears. They're from Madhouse Effects on Etsy. I'll link them down below. This is a bag I made out of scraps from my skirt, and in it are my spells that we cast and throw at whoever's attacking us. Since Piper is a sorcerer. Every Shireling needs a good pipe. Ba, ba, ba. We have a visitor who's here. Hi, babe. Hi. I have a mug. Since I don't actually smoke, my pipe gets filled with bubbles, and instead of carrying around the whole bottle, I will fill up this little bottle so I don't have to lug around as much. This is my bag. It is full of lots of things. And this is my waterproof picnic blanket, because we have picnics and we eat food. Yes, we do. And then this is my duffel bag that I'm currently packing. It has a bunch of Zach's things in it. And then over there I've got a water bottle, bug spray, roach killer, and ant killer, because your girl's allergic to fire ants. And sunscreen. Everything you need. And I'll be packing a lot more as I pack, but
but this is a good start of what I have. Oh, and of course, in our game, when you're out of game, you're not playing your character, you wear a white headband. So this will tie around my wig.
Hello there, my name is Piper. I'm a shireling, and I'm a sorcerer with elemental magic. I like fire a lot. This is my bodice for fantasy occasions. I don't wear it very often because it's short, and that means my skirt has to be hiked up. But would you like to know a fun fact? All of my skirts, I can't find it. Where is it? There it is. All of my skirts have pockets. Isn't that just great? It's wonderful. And then I go pulling my elastic skirt down. I think this might be my favourite of my outfits. I just really like it. Also, I had my ears on, but I didn't glue them because I didn't have the time. So I took them off. But for game, they'll be glued on. It's a Prozaid. That is really great adhesive for prosthetics. Yeah. I think this was my favourite. I whipped this shirt up in the night after work. It was great. I have my cape. They're just lovely. I think I want to get a different clasp for it. I'm not very fond of this one, but I do really like my cape. It's great for adventures. It's got little hand pockets you can stick your hands through, and it has a great hood. I don't know if it's big enough for my hair. My hair is quite big. All them shireling curls. Like I said, other skirt, which would go with this top and shirt, it's in the wash. It's made out of that print in the middle. This one right here. It's made out of this print. Not this one. This is this skirt. But the one in the wash is made out of this. It's very similar. Slightly different tones. Cooler red. Warmer red. It's also a different cut of skirt. It is more of an A-line than a gathered one. It has a zipper up the back rather than my elastic waistband, and has a different shape to it. And then I want to go on my adventures. I just get to throw my backpack on. Got my backpack. It's not buckled. I need to do that. In game, everyone has to make money. So, Piper here, I like to make tea, and I have scones, and to include everyone, whatever food restrictions they have almond flour cookies, and so there's a gluten-free option, and yeah, I'll have scones and cookies, and people can pay to have tea parties with me. And on top of that, I've been studying my runes. I'll be able to cast some runes and tell some fortunes, earn a little bit of crown, which is our currency, and with that crown I can then have different spells inscripted for me, meaning I can then cast those spells, and or I can go to the pub, I can buy a drink. If I have tea, I think I'll be quite content. But you know, us shirelings, we like our food. Very excited to eat all weekend. I have handkerchiefs. I want 6 of them. So there's 2 purple, 2 blue, 2 pink, and I think they're cute. And I feel like a little shireling would have them. This is my thermos, and inside of it, it's hard to do things one-handed, especially with my not dominant hand. In
here, I have a tea strainer, so I can literally like make my tea in there. Or I can ice it and take the strainer out and have iced tea. I'll probably have iced tea in the hot months, which is now. And then when it gets colder, I'll have warm tea in there. So it's a bamboo one, but I liked that it was all wooden, very earthy. Charlie would actually have that. And then I bought 2 little cups for tea. And most of this I got on Amazon. That doesn't even take up half the space. And then I hook it onto my backpack, so I don't have to put it in my bag. And then I'll have room for food. And yeah. I don't know if you could see it in the video when I was in my costume, but I did my makeup today for Piper, and I wore it all day at work. I don't have freckles in real life, so I do my freckles and I add them because I feel like they're cute and adorable. And yeah, I try to stick to pretty neutral tones. My eyebrows are a bit orange because my wig is very strawberry, so it's got some darker tones in there for some dimension, so make my eyebrows redder. My hair's a mess because I took it out of the wig. Hey guys, so laundry's done. It's the next day. Everything's folded and put away. But I wanted to show you my last skirt. And I'm not putting my wig on because I'm ready to go to Universal and I don't want to have wig hair when I go to Universal. So yeah, but so this is my 3rd skirt that was in the laundry. Yeah, it's much more of an A-line. Still has plenty of swoosh. I can kick and run, jump, and have a great time. So yeah, it goes with this vest because this is a cooler brown and this is a cooler red. And I got pockets. I got pockets in my skirt. Pockets in all of my skirts. And the apron lines and everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more things about LARP or from my character. And please leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think and what you want to learn more about. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Have a great day.